Good morning. Where are my favorite advancing yourself people? You all know how we do this thing? We take it from level to level to level to level. Let's take it to another level this morning. I'm Priscilla. I'm Priscilla. And inboxers, oh boy, my subscribers, people from all over the world. I'm kind of new at all this, but please subscribe to my video and like my video. I would really appreciate it. Please subscribe to my video and like my video because what I'm going to be talking about is something I'm not an expert on it at all. I'm not even really good at recording videos on YouTube or any platform, but I want my voice to be heard because I believe my voice is going to help some people to survive in this season. What I mean about to survive in this season, when you look at the title of my YouTube video, it may be on Facebook also. You see that I have at the bottom Holocaust in America in 2025. You may ask the question, why would I put this on a video? Because my answer to you would be history does repeat itself. Let me say it again. History repeats itself. History repeats itself, and it can and it will repeat itself. If we as American uh, people, immigrants, non-immigrants, legals, illegals, it will repeat itself if we let it. You cannot let history repeat itself concerning you, whoever you may be. Do not let it happen. Do not let this happen to you and your family. Don't let it happen. Do not let it happen. You will be the one to blame for it if you sit back and think these people are going to treat you like a princess or a king or a queen when they come knocking at your door. They're already starting it up. Project 2025 is something that I wanted to uh, pull up also. And I am going to do that. But right now, how many of you still think about and remember what happened to the Jews during the Jewish Holocaust in Nazi Germany? How many of you still think about what happened to the Jewish race of people? And some citizens of Germany lost their lives too, and they were non-Jews. They were non-Jews. Does that cross your mind with this new administration and the picks that President Donald Trump has, the picks that he has chosen to represent America, to represent the United States of America? Are you happy with the picks? Are you satisfied? You think they're the best ones that he could have came up with in 2025? Do you feel as a black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Latino, I don't care what your race is, do you feel that these people are going to fairly represent you, me, and everybody in the United States of America? Do you feel they're going to fairly represent you in Congress, in the White House, in the Senate, in the House of Representatives? Because the Republicans rule the House. Like they said, Trump received a trifecta. He's over what? The judicial part, the legislative part, and the executive branch, because he is commander in chief of the army and the military. So he has all three departments under his thumb, pretty much. Some of you, right now, some of you saying, yay, woo, 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 for Trump, 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 good, good, good. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But when they come to your house, knocking at your door, you can be an American born, European American man or woman, boy, child, girl, it doesn't matter. Muslim, Haitian, African, Asian, Chinese, Mexican, Latino, Hispanic, Puerto Rican. I do not care what your race is. You're going to get caught up in the mix, just like the Jewish people that were citizens and they were legal, just like they got lined up on the firing line and they were shot down dead. There's a lot of innocent Jewish people are dead. A matter of fact, all of them were innocent. They all were innocent. Think about it. 6 million of them were sent off to concentration camps. And those internment camps that the border czar that Trump has chosen, Tom Homan, those internment camps, they're nothing but concentration camps, baby. They're concentration camps, whether you like it or not. It's going to be a concentration. These are going to be concentration camps that these people are going to be sitting in the White House pushing pins, most likely calling the National Guard to do this nasty, dirty, filthy work that they won't put their hands on it. But if you are a military personnel, you better refuse it, go to jail. I promise you, you better refuse it and go to jail because you're going to have blood on your hand. And God Almighty is going to have to judge you because of what you are going to be doing. That's even the people that's been chosen by Trump. You're going to have blood on your hands. You will have blood on your hands, woman. Man, Tom Holman, you better be careful, man. You already got blood on your hand. There ain't no telling what's going to happen to you. When the Lord judge, and it's judgment time anyway, look all over the world. Look at what's happening. Floods everywhere. Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Milton. I'm talking about everything. Big old wildfires breaking out in California, destroying people's homes, killing people, drowning people. Why do you believe all of this is happening in this world? And now it's the Dengue in Bangladesh. 400 people dead. Where did that come from? Where did all this stuff coming from? Pestilence. All these pestilence and wars and rumor of wars and floods and earthquakes all over the land. Why do you believe it is happening? Because of the evil in this country and in the land. Evil in the land. Sin in the camp. The Lord is going to do something about it. But if you don't want to have blood on your hand, military people, because Trump is going to be commander-in-chief, he's going to order y'all out there to knock on doors. You all going to be doing that dirty work. Or it's going to be the people that President Donald Trump handpicked to send out, like death camp workers, like concentration camp workers. That's all it is. In my opinion, that's all that's getting ready to happen here in America. It's not going to be no policing. It's not going to be no type of sound type of policing where people are watching over these immigrants that's being deported. There's not going to be anything in place to protect them. There's not going to be anything in place to protect those women from getting raped and killed, their children from getting raped and killed, because people hate these people. These people on Donald Trump team hate these people. I'm talking about the people, the immigrants, the blacks, the Indians, the Mexicans, the Latinos, Hispanics, Puerto Ricans. They are racist and they hate people. What you don't understand about this? Selection. And what they talk about, he got the worst of the worst people on his cabinet. He didn't find not one black man or woman to put on it. It wasn't his intention to put a Negro in there. I'm telling y'all, it's strategically set up to have the worst of the worst, probably. The people that does not have a heart, no compassion. That's his team. That's the kind of hardliners he wants. He wants people to go in without no mercy and deport these people. But I got something to tell y'all. I sure got something to tell you. Don't get too happy. Don't get too happy about anything that's getting ready to happen in this administration, especially when it comes to immigrants whether they're legal or illegal, because Americans going to get mixed up in there too. Yes, they will. Yes, we will. How come you think during the Jewish Holocaust, when you read it online, they tell you how many I'm talking about non-Jewish people that got killed? Why do you think that's happened? Why do you think it was so many non-Jewish people that they talk about that got tied up in this? And they were killed on the firing line. They were gassed in gas chambers. They were taken off to Auschwitz. They were done so bad. They was malnourished. They starved them to death. When they got sick, there wasn't no medical care. The same thing's going to happen here if we let it. If you let it. Don't look at anybody else. Look at you. Go look in the mirror. Ask yourself a question. Say, Lord, will I allow this to happen to people? Don't put no title on them. Will I allow this to happen to people? Even if it's a criminal, it's supposed to be humanely done. Even if it's a warlord, a drug warlord, if it's a cartel, you still supposed to give them their what is that? Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. And anything that you say can and it will be used against you in a court of law. At least give them their Miranda rights. But if you just come there, bust their doors in, snatch them out of their houses, beat them, handcuff them, you actually get killed yourself from doing them like that. And I'm going to tell you something. If and I'm using myself hypothetically as an example, if I was a runaway immigrant and I ran away from a war-torn country, I ran away from murdering and killing and shooting and poverty and hunger with my children. Let's say that I'm the one that ran. And I make it to a place called America, and I found myself a little job out in the fields of America, and I'm making some money. I got me a little place to stay, even if it's a hut or a little tent. I got some food to eat, and I don't have to dodge bullets anymore. I don't have to jump down on the ground. But sometime in America, you still got to dodge the bullets. It's shooting goes on here too. Understand that. I don't care where you live. Maybe in some of the affluent neighborhoods in Beverly Hills and Mar-a-Lago and places like that, maybe you can escape that type of torture when you're a billionaire. But we're talking about people that don't have a dime. I'm not talking about millionaires and billionaires and even people that make 6-digit incomes every year right here in America. Maybe I'm not talking about you and your family. I'm talking about the ones that probably, maybe they're in the 60,000 range. But we just the middle class, and they done away with the middle class, took health care from everybody now. Everybody's struggling except the millionaires and the billionaires. Do you hear where I'm coming from? And maybe the ones that make 6-digit income per year, like $100,000 a year and up. But let's just say I ran away from poverty, fighting and killing. I'm using myself. Do you think for 1 second, that and I'm using myself as an example, you think I'm just going to lay down and let your goons come in to my house or my neighbor's house that I've been knowing for years and years and just take us off somewhere and kill us? Because that's what I think is going to be happening to these people, because it's people working over them that hate them. They hate them. They hate those Mexicans came into the United States and crossed into this country across the border. And do you think, I use myself as an example because I know I'm a military woman. And I know I'm going to fight you. I'm going to try to kill you too. If you come messing with me and I'm a citizen, even if I'm an illegal alien, I'm telling you, the illegal people it's not going to be that easy, people. For a Jewish Holocaust or a Latino Holocaust or Hispanic, African, black, white, it doesn't matter. Puerto Rican Holocaust to happen right here in the United States of America without these people fighting back. I say fight back. Fight back with everything you got. If somebody coming to try to deport you, you have rights. And they don't read you no rights. They don't give you a right to representation. Get you a lawyer right now, because you're going to need one to keep these people away from you. And if nothing else, and they still come, you got to keep them off of you some kind of way, baby. No, I'm not condoning violence, but you're not going to come and take nobody's rights from them. And they're here in the United States. No, you fight. You fight. You do what you got to do to survive. You fight whatever you got. Whatever you spray them. You do whatever you got to do. No, I'm not condoning violence. You are condoning violence in the Trump administration by sending these people out to these people's houses to deport them by force. By force. It will be by force. It is not going to be pretty. But you want them to take their little babies and just go off and jump in the back of a damn truck and let you go and rape them and kill them and do bad stuff to them. Because that's exactly what they're going to do to you. That's exactly what's going to happen to you if you go freely. So get your shit together. Talk to your lawyer. I don't care if it's a Mexican lawyer. Call legal aid. Call somebody. Amnesty International. You got to fight for your rights here, baby. You here now. You here now. But if you out killing and you murdering and you raping people and you hiding in America, you got to go. No, you have got to go. But those are going to be the main ones that's going to be fighting and killing. I'm sorry to tell you that, but they're going to be doing it. Hell, what do you think they call them? Drug cartels and gangsters and gangs. Why you think they got that title? You think they're going to just sit back? They're going to be speaking their language and they're going to be planning their stuff now. Mexicans not no weak people. Hispanic people are not no weak, scary people. Puerto Ricans not scary. Blacks not scary. Y'all want us to fear y'all. That's the worst thing you all can start doing now in this season. Talk about deporting people and doing them wrong if they're innocent. You mess around and knock on the wrong door. Since you want to get those few dollars that the administration going to be paying you, they may be paying you good to harass people and to kill people. And you think it's just going to be just that easy for you to knock at that door? And you said that I see that you're in the database and you hear from Guadalupe. Where's your papers? And them people know they don't have no papers behind that door. But they got some guns. They got some grenades and some ammunition. You better stay away from people's houses. That's a warning to you. I don't care if you're governmental. Nobody don't give a damn about this government. Do you hear me? Because the government don't care nothing about the people. You even fool the Latinos into voting for you. That's what I'm hearing and what I'm seeing. That's what people talking to me about. You fool those people that couldn't speak English. And that should be illegal. That should be illegal to fool people to get a vote. You fooled them. You kept saying Obamacare. You kept saying Obamacare. Vote against Obamacare. That's illegal, America. What happened at the polling station? And whatever they had, did they have the Affordable Health Care Act there? Or did they put Obamacare there? I wonder. I can't remember what was on there. But somebody need to look at that voting thing and see how did they word it. And they knew that people could not speak English would be voting for Trump. And the only thing they did was vote for Trump. They just voted for Trump. And I think that should be illegal because they didn't know what they were doing. And then they voted against. But the thing about it, what's so sad about it, y'all thought y'all was voting against stuff for black people. You thought you was voting against some health care for a black person and their children. Obamacare, right? You thought, oh yes, Obamacare. Let's just get rid of that. And you was voting against the Affordable Health Care Act. The insurance that you and your family have is going to be taken away now because of your vote. You voted for it to be taken away. You voted for your health care to be taken away, your Medicare, your Social Security, Medicaid, food stamps, SNAP, Section 8 housing, Section 8 housing, all of it. You voted for every Secret Service or Selective Service worker to have his or her job taken from them in this season and replaced with Project 2025 workers. That's the kind of boat we floating around in, and we all together. And that trouble gonna come to your door, baby. I don't care if you're a millionaire. It's coming knocking. So you better know how to shoot. And you better be ready to take a life if you have to. And I'm not biting my tongue about it. It's just how dangerous it's getting ready to get here. You better be ready to do what you got to do. You better be ready to knock somebody's brains out when they come up in your face and you're a black woman and you ain't doing nothing but they harassing you. You better have something you get to pull out and lay them down. Lay them down because they shouldn't be in your face. That fear you're trying to put in us, we refuse to take fear. You're not going to make us scared. We got as much right to be here that you have, and I don't care what color your skin is. Well, it's going to be bloodshed. Donald Trump said it's going to be bloodshed because we're not going to sit back and let you do us wrong. No one's going to sit back and let you do them wrong. Well, mind your own business then and try to stay alive. That's the only way you're going to stay alive. In this season, a lot of us just going to sit back and watch you go through your heartache and pain. Now, you the one did it. Hell, if you want to vote against your health care and you don't know what you're doing and you're a racist anyway and you hate blacks and you don't want them to have anything, you did it. But you did it to yourself. You did it. I'm sorry. But let me show you something, people. You know, all those years that this Jewish Holocaust happened in Germany, y'all thought it would never happen here, right? I'm sure you probably like, oh, that'll never happen here in America. It's getting ready to, in my opinion. It's getting ready to. Think about it. Think about it. It's getting ready to. And y'all going to do that to Latinos and Hispanics and Mexicans and people of color, right? Do you think for one damn second that anybody going to let you start doing things to them like that in this country again without fighting, without a deadly fight? Well, they're going to have to rethink something. They better rethink Project 2025 too, because that Project 2025 is getting ready to stir up those workers in the federal government that got those jobs right now. You think they're going to give their jobs up peacefully to this Trump administration or any administration? It could have been the Obama administration. I don't care who won. People are not going to be giving their rights up like that. But y'all don't like peace. Nobody don't want peace. We've been peaceful, but no one wanted peace. No, you didn't. You wanted, even after winning an election, you didn't want peace. You put Project 2025 together and you want to force some type of government off on the people. And we are the people. We're the people. We the people. We got power. We do have power. You think we don't? We are the people. And the Constitution is built around people. We the people. Not just the ones that voted for Kamala Harris. Not just the ones that voted for Donald Trump. Not just the ones that voted for another liberal or conservative. We are the people. We got voices. And we're going to have to take it to the street. A lot of y'all going to be on the streets in a minute. A lot of you already been kicked out. The deportation has started already, people. Let's look at something. Let's look at something. Read that. I'm tired of reading. My goodness. That's the timeline of events. You see what the Holocaust was? The Holocaust was a systematic. It was a system of government that did this to the people. And it was state-sponsored persecution and murder of 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime and its allies and collaborators. It took place between 1933 and 1945. Do you know what Africans and black people went through during those years right here in America? 1933 and 1945. Slavery, murder, lynching, castration, cutting people's feet off, cutting their arms off, poking out their eyes to black men and women. So we kind of can relate to what happened to the Jewish race of people. Don't you ever forget it. Because I will not forget what happened. Because history is trying to repeat itself in the United States of America. And we're not going to let it happen. Immigrants, don't let it happen to you and your family. Muslims, do not let that happen to you and your family. Africans, do not let it happen. Mexicans, do not let them do you wrong. Latinos, Hispanics, whites, blacks. Don't let nobody come knocking at your door doing you wrong. That's a human being outside your door, whether they got military uniforms on or not. Do not let them take you from your comforts of your home by force or in peace. Because once they get you out and put you somewhere, that's it. Your family can't even get you back anymore unless they bust you out, unless they go and find an internment camp and bring an army of men and women with guns to break you out of there. No, I'm not fabricating nothing. I'm not joking, and I'm not playing. You would have to do like those people in slavery days, find out where they're at and go in and break in with guns and kill to get your family out of there, because they send them somewhere where they're going to be murdered and raped. There's not going to be no any police in these internment camps. Who told you it's going to be set up real good? Those people are going to be the ones that are going to be raping them women in there. The ones that's over these camps. Those women don't have no voice. And what's going on in America right now, it seems like everybody hating women, whether you black or white. There's no respect for us anymore. Women, get you a gun. Get you something to defend yourself with. And don't play when you get ready to use it. Because that's what's happening in this country. Don't let nobody put no fear in you about a gun. Go get some training in it. Use it, manipulate it. Start working with it, breaking it down, looking in the chamber. I'm a military woman. Do not be afraid to handle a weapon. Because in this season, you need one. Whether you're licensed to carry or whether it's illegal. I don't care what kind you get one. Off the streets, out of the gutter, out of the ghetto. I don't care where you have to go. Because inside of these shops, they red taping a lot of people and they're not letting you get no gun in this season. So go find you one the best way you can. Yeah, I said it and I mean it. I said it and I mean it, because you got to fight for your freedom. This is a freedom fight. This ain't deportation my ass. This is a fight for freedom, baby. And if you don't fight, you're going to lose in this season. And you'll be somewhere looking out of a cage somewhere, starving to death. And you'll be wishing, golly, I wish I had a fault. I wish I had a fault for my freedom. And they done lock me and my children up now. And once you in there, anybody can walk up and take your children from you and murder your kids inside of those camps. Anybody can rape your little daughter in there, do bad stuff to your son. Now, I'm not trying to put no fear in you, but a little fear is good for you to not let that happen to you in this season. They did it to the Jews. What make you think they won't do that to us? Think about it. What make you think that these animals, these criminals, they're criminals. A lot of them criminals got records and stuff. Child molesters, child traffickers. Come on now. They say that about this man named Matt Gaetz. Well, the news saying that about him. It's not me. It's all on the news, all on the internet. Is it true? That's why they say that Donald Trump cabinet is the people, some of the people, not all of them. He chose the worst of the worst. And that was intentional, you all. He did that intentionally. Yeah. To show us something. Because people that said and know that he's been convicted. A lot of folks that know he hasn't been a convicted murderer. I mean, he's not having been convicted or anything, but and impeachments and everything. But everybody wants to say no to him because he's the president now. They want to say no, he's an immigrant. His parents were immigrants. He's the son of an immigrant. Everybody that's running and on his cabinet probably are immigrants. So y'all want to do some deporting? Y'all might as well go jump in the back of the truck too and deport yourself, because you all are immigrants too. We come from immigrants. What you don't realize and understand by that, and they were undocumented. So that makes you an immigrant too. And that's where everybody needs to fight. They say, you're an immigrant. You coming to my house to get me? You go get in the back of that truck your damn self. You're an immigrant yourself. Leave me alone. Pow, get away from me. I mean it. Pow, pow, get away from me. Taking my damn freedom from me in 2024 and 2025. Get your ass away from me. Hell, I'll go to jail for you. I'll go to prison for your ass. You ain't gonna take my damn rights from me. Black Negroes don't have no rights as it is. Don't have nothing. Don't even have health care anymore. Six million innocent Jews were killed. It took place between 1933 and 1945. In 1933, more than 9 million Jews lived in Europe, 1.7% of the total population. By 1945, the Germans and their allies and collaborators had killed nearly 2 out of every 3 European Jews. Nazi policies also led to the discrimination, like like y'all discriminating against these people, the immigrants and black people, anybody of color. You've been discriminating against us for years and years, and institutionalized slavery and everything else going on right up under our noses. You think we don't know y'all doing us like that? We know. Give us the worst of the jobs, don't even pay us fairly. Discrimination, persecution, persecuted those poor people from just even being alive, just done them so bad, and murder of millions of others. Explore a timeline of events that occurred before, during, and after the Holocaust. Well, if I come up here and I click on before 1933, look at the mass grave. World War I, its aftermath, and the growth of the Nazi Party. And y'all people walk around with them swatches of stickers and riding around in cars with them damn stickers on your vehicles. People already know who you are, but they're not afraid of you. They're not afraid of you. They got some hatred for you now. So you better watch yourself. Nobody's not afraid of you. Countries across Europe struggled to recover from the devastation caused by World War I after it ended in 1918. This was a time marked by massive social and political change, revolution, and the establishment of new states. In this post-war environment, extreme nationalism, that's what's trying to happen right here in the United States of America. It is happening right here in the United States of America. Extreme nationalism. Yeah, that's what's happening right here before our eyes now. Racism been happening here for decades and ages and ages and ages, and it's still happening in 2025. Systemic racism, institutionalized racism, baby. Racism. We've been going through hell of a person of color goes through pure hell in this country. Extreme nationalism is happening right now. And anti-Semitism is going on right now in America against Jewish people. Right now, anti-Semitic racism, anti-Semitic verbiage and words towards these Jewish people that lives here, hating them real bad, always trying to hate them. But what if all of us rose up and started hating white people? That give you something to think about. You're always trying to put fear in us, doing people wrong. What if the tables start turning? That's what you're afraid of. Well, how you think we feel? How you think the Jewish race of people feel? How you think those immigrants feel? Whether they legal or illegal, they're fearful. Y'all got that powerful, but you see, you feel like you're in control now. Table's going to turn one day. That fear that you feel, whatever your fears are, they're going to come true one day, and it's going to be you on the other side of the table. Because God Almighty going to let you feel what it feels like one day to be afraid. And some of you feeling it right now. What does it feel like to be afraid, Americans? Have you ever really been afraid? Like the Latinos right here in America right now, even in 2024? Their mental health going to be deteriorating in 2025. Mental illness is on the rise because of what's happening right now in these United States of America. These are not no United States of America. These are the divided states of America. Y'all need to change the United States from united. They're divided. And you probably had a lot to do with the division of the United States. because the way you think, the way you feel about Mexicans, the way you feel about black people like me, the way you feel about Chinese and Oriental and Koreans and all of them just mixed all up together. It's the way you think about people. That's the reason why you do what you do. You think in a certain way about people of color. That's evil. And you finna cause these people to have a lot of heartache and pain in their life. And you happy with it? But I told you years ago, rich people living in places with security all around, boy, you're gonna have a mob coming to your house. I'm talking about when I say a mob, they're gonna have guns, they're gonna have knives, they're gonna have bombs, they're gonna have everything. Because you put fear in them and they're gonna be willing to give their lives up then. And they are organizing right now. You can't stop them from organizing. They have a right to organize against your political views that you have against them. Your political views you have against people of color. Everybody have a right to organize against you and do what they have to do to survive. You think they're just going to sit down and die? No, they're not. They're not. There's too many guns here. You own a weapon. You believe in the right to bear arms. Well, they have a right to have them. What you better do, what we all better do, we better try to cool this here furnace down that's about to explode. I don't care who the president is. That's a human being just like you and just like me. I don't care who that person is now. You can believe it or not. There's somebody out there, Lord, and I'm going to say this. I don't know who he or she is, but they got so much fear in them about what's going to happen to them. They'll take a chance on their own life to try to get rid of a person or a group of people that's going to put them into slavery, persecution, take their lives from them. That's what makes people make their minds up to kill people. You didn't know that. Fear would make a person make their mind up to get you. It's not good to put fear in a person. How would you feel living in fear every day of your life, knowing now that you're getting ready to get deported back somewhere and you ain't got no damn where to go? Think about it. But it's all right for the Latinos to be fearful. Yeah, they messed around, they effed around, and they finding out. They voted for somebody. Nobody didn't make them enforce their hands, but maybe they damn sure didn't understand what they were doing. You better think about it. They may not have understood, but then again, maybe they did understand because they said they're not black. Latinos, Mexicans, y'all say y'all don't want to be in that category like black people. You white, but look what's happening to you right now. The one you voted for getting ready to deport your ass back wherever you came from. But see, I'm not for that deadly type of stuff where you're deporting people and taking their rights and freedoms from them. I'm not for that because they're humans at the end of the day. Now, if you've been doing some illegal BS around here, killing people and doing stuff you ain't got no business doing, go on back where you came from. Go on back where you came from now doing that. We got enough problems right here on American soil that we deal with. But y'all, I'm showing you this because this is how that Jewish Holocaust started coming about. That's how it started happening. And it's happening right here in America right now. Anti-Semitism found fertile ground. See, y'all finding some fertile ground here to do people wrong and get away with it. Based on Project 2025, you got your little bit of roadmap and your workbook, whatever you want to call that. The Project 2025, the Heritage Foundation. Y'all got that all laid out, and y'all just going to implement it. You think you're just going to put it in there, and these damn people ain't going to be blowing your brains out. They ain't going to care nothing about you. You implemented something against them, and implement something against me too. And you think we're just going to sit back and let you do it? That's what he said, bloodshed. He know what he was doing. He know exactly why he said that. He even said, President Donald Trump even said, oh, it may get kind of messy at times. What does he mean about it's going to get messy? He's right about it, though. He's 100% right about it. It's going to get real messy, world. And all these other foreign lands looking at America and they making a joke of us, of Americans. People of the United States of America being joked about, laughed at, making a mockery of our country. Because we got this fertile ground, it's so fertile now for another Jewish Holocaust, it'll make your head spin. And you don't even know it. Well, let's finish reading. The Nazi and the Italian fascists, that's what's going on here in America too, fascism, political parties in our governmental system, fascism, uh, nationalism, racism, anti-Semitism, all of the isms are going on right now in the United States of America, right now, and it's going on real heavy. It's heavy, y'all. It's heavy. People feel it. These people feeling it. We feel it. We feel that slavery type of stuff that people doing to us. We see it when they all up in our faces and they want us to be scared. You finna lose your life in 2024 and 2025. Nobody fear you. Nobody fear you. You want us to be afraid. You want to ride around with them damn white sheets over your heads and stuff. We're going to see that too. We're going to be seeing that too, y'all, with them sheets on. The KKK gonna come out bold. They're gonna have their hoods on and they're gonna have the sheets on, riding around in your community. I advise y'all to stay out of people's communities riding on them horsebacks with them sheets on your head. Don't do that. Don't do that. You're not gonna live to get out of that community. The horse is gonna be dead too, probably. So stay away from people. What was that man name that was in the House of Representative or was having a meeting? And he called it sub-Sahara niggas. White man. Said, yeah, you talking about them sub-Sahara niggas. White man said that on national TV. Something gonna happen to him from doing that. I don't know. I don't want to know him. But somebody know he said it, and they're gonna make sure they make a mark on him from doing that. It's different now, y'all. It's not about fear anymore. It's about power. It's a power struggle. All of these alpha males, Elon Musk, President Donald Trump, all of these alpha males want to be an alpha, want to be the top dog. After a while, you're going to see something between President Donald Trump and Elon Musk. You're going to see it go down. Elon Musk trying to get too close to Donald Trump's family. Donald Trump does not like that, y'all. Donald Trump does not like that. And he's pissed off right now. And he said that Elon won't even go home. Elon hanging around in Mar-a-Lago, and Elon talking to Donald Trump's granddaughter. She's so beautiful. He being real friendly and stuff because he got an agenda, baby. Elon Musk has an agenda. He has some agendas that he wants to implement. He's a multi-billionaire. Wow. There's some problems on the horizon. I'm talking about deadly problems, you know. We can't do anything about it because we're talking about people warring amongst themselves for power and prestige and honor. And if they feel like they're not getting it anymore, or they feel like somebody trying to weed them out, don't be surprised who take who out. Do not be surprised who make their minds up to take somebody out just because. I'm talking about inner circle people now that's fearful. I'm talking about inner circle alphas, males, billionaires. Don't ever get it twisted and think it won't happen because it will happen. Those are oligarchs you're dealing with. They think different. Elon Musk made his millions in apartheid South Africa when apartheid was going on. That's how Elon Musk made some of his billions and millions. And then Tesla, SpaceX, man had money all the time. But he got richer and richer during the apartheid in South Africa. The wages of sin is death, and the gift of God is eternal life, y'all. The Bible will fulfill itself. I don't know what type of sins people have done that the Lord knows about, But the wages of those sins is it equals to death. I don't care what that person's title is. What kind of sins you've been doing under the dark and in the dark and behind closed doors, especially when it's messing with poor people. You better look at the Bible and understand that you don't supposed to be messing with poor people. You piss Jesus off when you mess with poor people. Yeah, you do. And that's what this here government is doing, messing with poor people and immigrants. Y'all messing with them. And you think you won't have blood on your head. I'm just trying to warn you. You will be punished for doing that. I don't know how it's going to happen, but you're going to get punished. You and your entire family will be punished from messing with poor people. They're already in a disparate state. No health care now. No food, no money. And you messing with them now and getting ready to deport them? That's dangerous. That's dangerous. And all this here extreme stuff going on here. Nationalism is in America now. Fascism is here. Racism, anti-Semitism is here. And it's fertile ground right here in the United States because we went for it. The whole population and people right here in America went for that crap, going for it, saying that it's all right to do people wrong because it's not you. But your race going to get tied up in this trash too. And you're going to be killed too. Things going to happen to your family that's going to make you so sad. And the day of sadness that the Bible speak about going to be up on America. That day that they call sadness is going to rest real heavy up on this country because you're going to see it with your naked eyes now if you don't try to stop it. You better try to stop this here atrocity that's getting ready to happen called deportation. Because those people are going to kill and they're going to fight. Yeah, you heard me right. They are going to kill and they're going to fight. And I don't blame them. They have a right to fight y'all when you come there messing with them. They're not going to just go to the slaughter in peace with you. No, we don't even do that. In slavery, we didn't even do it. We rose up. We'll rise up again. We will rise up against you if you mess with us. Keep on picking at people. We don't fear y'all. No, we don't. We do not fear it. Learn how to treat people right. This is the second video because I didn't know if the first one took. But everyone, in the sound of my voice, you need to learn how to treat people right and fair. And I don't care who the president is. Because everybody have a right to their Miranda rights to be read to them. They have a right to a legal representation when you come knocking on their doors. And if they tell you, talk to my lawyer, leave that person alone. Leave them alone. Leave that door. Walk away with your M16 A1 rifle. Y'all going to have guns knocking on these doors. Leave these people alone. They have a right to have the Miranda laws read to them in America. They are American people here. They may look different than you look or I look, but they still have a right to legal representation. And if you take that from them, you're taking their civil rights from them then. And I'll tell anybody in this season, let no one take your rights from you. Let no one take your rights from you. No, if you have to be your own lawyer or your own judge and jury and police officer, you be that in this season, or else you're going to lose your life. That's how them Jews lost their lives. They was afraid and they just went with these people. They didn't know what to do. They were scared as hell. Just like these Latinos are here in America right now. They're fearing for their lives. Believe that or not, they are. Okay, I got this here Holocaust encyclopedia pulled up because of what we're dealing with in the United States right now is extreme nationalism, extreme racism, anti-Semitism is going on, and nationalism, all of it, fascism, it's all here now. Where did all that stuff come from, I wonder? All of this stuff is here in the United States. How did it get here? Fascism is here. Look up all these words that you're looking at. Get the meaning of them, and you'll find out that America is doing all this stuff right here to people. And May the 7th of 1999, read the Treaty of Versailles presented to German delegation. November the 9th, 1923, Beer Hall Putsch, whatever that is, read it. June 12th, 1929, Anne Frank was born. Remember the diary of Anne Frank? We saw Anne Frank, was it Anne Frank house in Amsterdam when we was in Germany? Got a chance to see where Anne Frank lived. There was a little white house up on the hill, kind of, sort of. And the tour bus was passing by. We didn't get out. It was a lot of people out there. But Anne Frank saw some stuff in her life. All events before 1933. On June the 28th, 1914, was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand precipitates the start of the massive armed conflict in Europe, now known as the First World War. See, we're dealing with something now that's going to be like a war too in America. April the 24th, 1915, the Armenian genocide. See, people of Armenia was genocide too and killed. Ottoman authorities arrest 240 Armenian leaders in Constantinople and deport them east. Deport them east. Deportation, America. They arrested them and deported them east. That's the Armenian genocide. Anytime that word deportation and deporting a race of people or a group of people or a person, when you hear that, you better understand it's getting ready to be something like a genocide. There's going to be a murdering going on. And it is so. It is so. We're so naive and we're so trustworthy. We trust everybody. But that's how stuff gets started. When they start loading you up like you an animal, talking about, come on, we're going to take you here. And you never get to where you're going. These immigrants won't even get to where they're going in this here presidency. They'll never get to where they're going. It's going to be like a death camp when they get them there. Look what's happening. History is repeating itself on American soil, people. How ignorant are you? You're being ignorant, pretending you can't see what's getting ready to happen. But this is what's going to be happening. I may live to see it or I may not live to see it. It doesn't even matter to me anymore. But my thing is, on April the 24th, 1915, the Armenian genocide. Did you know anything about the Armenian genocide in 1915? The Ottoman authorities arrest 240 Armenian leaders in Constantinople and deport them east. Come on down. I'm just showing you a little history. I'll stay before you for a long time today because you need to be educated on what's getting ready to happen here in America. It's the same thing. History is repeating itself. You understand where I'm coming from? History is going to repeat itself, and it's going to be too late in the end for you to open your mouth and say, uh-oh, I didn't know he was going to do that to the people. Yes, you did. You're a liar. You're a stinking liar. Yes, you knew it. That's why you did what you did. You knew it. You know it was going to happen. And you wanted it to happen, long as it's not you and your children getting killed. And how selfish and nasty is that? You're a nasty individual if you feel like that. I don't care what color you are. You're nasty. Battle of the Somme. What is that? Somme? Battle of the Somme? Or is that the Battle of the Somme? This day saw the heaviest loss of life in a single day during World War I. November 11, 1918. Ceasefire ends hostilities of World War I. A negotiated ceasefire ends the fighting of World War I when it goes into effect at 11 a.m. on November 11, 1918. Watch out now. Here we go, women. They've been doing us like damn dogs all our lives, all the way back in 1918. November the 12th, 1918. Women's suffrage is declared in Germany. Suffrage is the right to vote, baby. Suffrage means the right to vote. You didn't know that, did you? You see, you need to learn stuff. Germany's provisional government declares support for women's right to vote. A woman didn't even have a right to vote, y'all. Black or white, German or Mexican, we didn't have no rights to do anything. The only thing they wanted us to do, what they're trying to get women to do now, is just to stay at home. Don't even show your face out in public. Taking all kind of rights from us. Treating us like dogs. No respect for us anymore. That's why you got to rise up and you got to do battle on your own, probably. But don't be afraid to do it. Women's suffrage is declared in Germany. Let's move right on down the line. May 7, 1919, Treaty of Versailles, presented to German delegation. The war guilt clause of the Versailles Treaty forces Germany to accept responsibility for initiating World War I. September the 16th, 1919, one day after my birthday. My goodness. September the 16th, 1919, Adolf Hitler issued comments on the Jewish question. You hear that? Adolf Hitler issues comment on the Jewish question. Hitler issues his first written comment on the so-called Jewish question. And I wonder what that question was all about. I don't even want to click on it. You can click on it later. You just need to go to the United States Holocaust Museum, Holocaust Encyclopedia. Go to the Holocaust Encyclopedia on your computer. But November the 18th, 1919, Hindenburg spread, stab in the back myth. German Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg spread the myth like false news, lies and stuff, right, going on right here in America. Conspiracy theories going on right here in America. That stuff is dangerous, people. Fake news, false news, that stuff is dangerous. And people here know it's dangerous. The ones that want stuff to start, they use false news and fake news to turn racists against one another right here in the United States of America. Hindenburg spread stab in the back myth. See, I believe it without even reading it. That stuff caused a whole bunch of stuff, people to die. German Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg spread the myth that Germany only lost World War I because the military was stabbed in the back. All right. You all want to know who they were said caused them to lose that war against Poland? Think about it. Do you want me to tell you what this stab in the back crap came from? This liar, Hindenburg, he spread a stinking lie that caused 6 million Jews to be annihilated and gassed and shot down on firing line. This clown right here, whoever Paul von Hindenburg was in Germany, that myth, he spreaded it just like this dangerous fake news in America here. You hear what I'm saying? Fake news. I'm talking about conspiracy theories, all this stupid stuff that came from probably somebody with a German lineage. It's probably coming from people with a German lineage that know about this crap and imposed it upon us as American citizens to cause confusion and fighting amongst us and hatred in this country. We have been through enough hell already. But this man, he spread a lie in Germany. And they said, Germany, y'all only lost World War I because the military was stabbed in the back. And he's saying that the Jewish people stabbed the military in the back. And Adolf Hitler blamed the Jews for losing the damn war. And he went out and he killed all them people, had all of them killed. February the 24th, 1920. And that's what we're looking at right now. That's what we're looking at right now. Or even a president telling people that immigrants in the United States ain't nothing but garbage now. And that these people ain't nothing but murderers and rapists, and then they done destroyed the United States of America. And everything that's going bad is because of them. We better watch out, goddammit. You better watch the hell out. You hear what I'm saying? We better watch out in this country because it's coming as sure as I'm standing before this damn camera. It ain't no way around it because they're going to try to kill these people. That's my take on it. That's what I believe. Because of all this fake news, conspiracy theories that people done put out, and everybody believing this trash because you don't even read, you don't even fact check, you don't do anything. You take it for what you hear. And that's why we're in this situation now. People voted a certain way because they didn't know what the hell they were even doing, but they thought they was going against the black race because they didn't consider themselves black. They said they're white, and white people ain't even accepting y'all. Latinos, Mexicans, Hispanics. How does that make you feel? That make you feel real bad, doesn't it? I'm sorry. But this is how all this stuff got started, even in Germany during the Jewish Holocaust. And all that stuff right there is brewing right here in this country. And we better try to stop it. You had better try to do something to stop this. it's going to trickle down into your family too at the same time. It's not going to just be what you're thinking, because you better remember, so many non-Jewish people was killed in the Jewish Holocaust. It'll make your head spin. Because once they start giving orders to hungry, bloodthirsty men and women, I don't know who's going to be doing these jobs. They're going to be empowered to rape people, and they're going to know they're not going to get in jail. Just like Ukraine and the war between Russia and the Ukraine. You know how many women was raped and murdered by those soldiers that came into their houses. They didn't have no way to get them nasty animals up out of there. And they raped them and killed them. Did they kill their children too, probably? Yeah. That's the kind of shit they want to happen right here in America. But my question to you, are you going to let that happen here? Are you? Ask yourself that question. Are you going to be responsible for millions of people, probably Latinos, Mexican, blacks, African, getting killed? My God, help us. We're some evil people. By nature, we're evil. November the 9th, 1923. I'm talking about what happened in Germany. Beer hall putsch. Hitler and the Nazi Party attempt to overthrow the Weimar Republic. What you think happening here in America ain't nothing but the overthrow of the government, Project 2025, overthrowing the damn government, overhauling the government, dismantling democracy. What you think is going to happen, people? You going to sit back and tell me you don't know what's getting ready to happen here in the United States of America? You're a damn liar. Yes, you do. You know damn well what's getting ready to happen. But you think it's not going to touch your doorstep. You think it's not going to touch your family. You think you're exempt from it because you're a millionaire or a billionaire. There's so much hell getting ready to break out in this damn country. It'll make you go crazy, make you jump on a plane and leave here, because it's going to touch your doorstep also. And it's going to be inside of your house. I told you that 3 years ago, maybe 4 now. You didn't believe me. Probably was calling me a nigger. Probably was calling me all kind of names. You didn't believe what I was trying to tell you. But God allowed me to go live again to give you this warning one more time. You better do something about what's getting ready to happen in this administration. You had better do something about it, or we're going to see something happening real bad next year in this country. It's already starting to happen. Let me read one more thing and I'm going to move on. Adolf Hitler, in February the 27th of 1925, Adolf Hitler becomes leader of the re-established Nazi Party, recently released from prison after serving 9 months for treason. Goddamn prisoner, a fucking criminal. All these damn criminals become powerful people in very powerful positions. And how in the hell did Adolf Hitler get that kind of power? Because them damn people gave it to him. They handed it over to him on a silver platter and let Adolf Hitler go and kill all them damn Jews. He gave orders for them to be sent to those concentration camps, to gas them, kill them, children and all, babies and all. And we done handed power over the same damn way here in the United States of America. What you think is getting ready to happen? Oh, you didn't know nothing about Project 2025 though, right? Once this here Constitution is dismantled, you'll never be able to vote again as long as you live. And that's what they're trying to do. You didn't know that though, did you? Never be able to vote again. Donald Trump told y'all not going to be able to vote anymore once he get in. He said you'll never have to worry about voting again. What the hell you think that means? You're not that damn dumb. You know what it means. But you know what? You asked for a King Saul, you got what you want. Just remember that now. Because you desired somebody different and you wanted a king to rule and take care of you. And you deserve that king. And you deserve whatever come afterwards for you and your family. And all our families are all wrapped up, tied up in this shit called Project 2025. Everybody's job's getting ready to get taken from them. But you happy about that because your job not going to get taken and you a federal government worker. You work for the federal government and you are happy that these people jobs getting ready to get taken from them by people of Project 2025. You happy about it, right? All right, fine. I'm not going to read any more of this trash because what happened to those people was not right. Adolf Hitler was a criminal. He had did now almost a year in prison for treason. Well, people right here in America are committing treason right now up under our noses. We're not doing nothing about it. Treason. He came out of prison mad as hell. That man was mad as hell when he got out of jail. And I feel like other people in this country called America, they mad too about something. They behind closed doors, they won't say it in public. They'll hide behind their houses, in their houses, and talk about it, but they won't say anything about what they're mad about. But they real mad, y'all. They mad about probably the immigrants. They mad about the immigrants. Isn't that sad? Watch this. Watch this now. If this here does not concern you, I don't know what the hell I can tell you now to make you think about what's going to happen here in America. Anytime a president tells us you'll never have to worry about voting again once I become president, and that president is the president right now. I'm talking about President Donald Trump. He said this. I'm not telling you no lie. And you know he said it. But I'm going to show you something what happened in Germany. On May the 12th, 1925, inauguration of Paul von Hindenburg. That's the clown that started that lie, that funky liar, that stinking liar, nothing but a stinking liar. Lied to all them people of Germany. They believed that freaky clown, lied, saying that them damn Jewish people caused Germany to lose their war between Poland, and that was a lie. But he's the one that started it, and they voted for that. Man, people are fucking crazy. The inauguration of Paul von Hindenburg as president of Germany. And that's when that damn Jewish Holocaust really, let me tell you something, y'all, you just don't understand. This is a similarity of what happened here in America. You know, fake news and lying and stuff, calling immigrants murderers. I'm sure it's some immigrants that are murderers. You could be a murderer yourself. An American can be a murderer. Yeah, a criminal. A criminal calling other people criminals. A criminal calling other people criminals. That's what Hindenburg did. German Field Marshal Paul von Hindenburg is inaugurated, becoming the last president of the Weimar Republic. I wonder why he was the last president of that republic. I wonder why. Think about it. Think about it now. I pretty much said that he's going to be the last president of America and that you'll never have to worry about voting again. And that doesn't put fear in you. That doesn't concern you. You're not even worried about that. And that's exactly what Hindenburg did in Germany. And then the Jewish Holocaust happened. But you're not worried about it here in America. All right. All right. I'm going to get the hell away from around here. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get the fuck out of this place. You ain't going to get me tied up in your shit that you voted for. And I'm saying it because it's happening right now. What you don't like about that, do something about it then. It's happening right now, people. This stuff is happening right now. It's almost like somebody researched what Adolf Hitler did. Let me give my take on it. It's almost like somebody researched the history of Adolf Hitler and began to love what Adolf Hitler did. Because somebody actually said that they loved how Adolf Hitler had his generals to go out and kill all those Jews. Wow. That doesn't concern you. It doesn't concern you though, does it? Okay. Warnings come before destruction. God will give you a warning, and He's warning us day in and day out. You can look at YouTube and see the warnings. You can look at the news and listen to the news and see the warnings. But we don't take heed to warnings. We just sit back with all our money in our pocket and either being broke as hell with no money in your pocket, and we just go ahead on and live from day to day, not making no phone calls, not writing no letter, not going to get you a gun, not shining up your steel. You're just going to sit back and you're going to be led to the slaughter like a lamb. They're going to let them lead you off somewhere and take your life from you. Well, Lord, I can't tell them no more. I can only show them the history of what happened in Germany. And on June the 12th, 1929, Anne Frank was born. Annalise Marie Frank, born on June 12th, 1929, in Frankfurt, Germany. My plane landed in Frankfurt, Germany, when I was going to Germany. Yeah, Frankfurt, Germany is where I got off at. It was in the military. Isn't that something? I've been there before. Has become a symbol for the lost promise of the children who died in the Holocaust. You hear that? That is so sad, Lord. Look at little Anne Frank, how she looking. She was just an innocent child. She was innocent. She was a Jewish child, but she still was a human. And she hid in an attic while all those Jews was being killed. Some Quakers, I think it was Quakers, they was hiding that family. Thank God for Quakers. June 12th, 1929, Anne Frank was born. Annalise Marie Franks. I saw the house she was born in. Was that her house we saw? It wasn't Helen Keller. It was Anne Frank. It had to be Anne Frank, who was in Germany. Okay. Annalise Marie Frank, born on June 12th, 1929, in Frankfurt, Germany, has become a symbol for the lost promise of the children who died in the Holocaust. Oh, you didn't know children died in the Jewish Holocaust? They killed children too. And then the U.S. stock market crashes. October the 24th, 1929, the U.S. stock market crashes and affects economies throughout the world. February the 23rd, 1930, next year, pretty much, it wasn't even a whole year that went by. October, November, December, 4 months later, on February the 23rd, 1930, S.A., I don't know what that is, S.A. member Horst Wessel dies. Nazi stormtrooper Horst Wessel dies after being fatally shot. It's a horrible thing was going on over there, boy. Jesus, help us. In July the 22nd, 1932, Hitler campaign speech. In a speech during a campaign rally in Waldenburg, Hitler attacks the Weimar Republic and pledges to dissolve the parliamentary system. Well, would you look at that? Well, would you look at what Hitler did? He threatened to dissolve it. Well, we're being threatening to dissolve our democracy by Project 2020-25. Where do you think these people got this idea from? Where do you think the idea came from? Where do you think that idea came from, people of the United States of America? Everybody. He gave a campaign speech, Adolf Hitler, on July the 22nd, 1932. And in that speech, during a campaign rally in Waldenburg, because W's are pronounced as V's in Germany, Waldenburg, Hitler attacks the Weimar Republic and pledges to dissolve the parliamentary system. That's the governmental system of a place, of a country. To dissolve it. To take away whatever it stood for. Same thing happening here in our democracy called America, the United States of America. They dismantling it, taking it apart bit by bit, taking away our rights to vote bit by bit. What do you think is getting ready to happen here if we let it? If you let it. In November 8, 1932, Franklin D. Roosevelt, elected president of the United States. Roosevelt wins the most votes in the American presidential election. And if you click down here, it say next, 1933 to 1938. This is something you need to research. You need to read about it. I think you need to read about it. You need to research it so you can know the truth about things. But moving along, moving along. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing that tab. Enough about the Jewish Holocaust. What I want to do now, uh, I want to pull up somebody again, the border czar. I want to pull up this man right here, and it's on the PolitiFacts online. You can go here and read the same thing I'm showing you. In context, Tom Homan was elected by President Donald Trump to be the border seizure here in America. Comments that families can be deported together. Okay, you need to do your homework and write this name down, and you need to go research him. I don't have time to keep on reading. That's a lot of reading, and your voice go out on you and everything. But he said that he was doing something before this here in 2022. Uh, until President-elect Donald Trump announced Tom Homan as his incoming border czar, Homan was perhaps best known for his association with a controversial policy that led to children separation from their families at the border. You remember that? I do. This man was behind it. This man right here was behind it, and he's a man that's he doesn't. I don't think he care about people. Holman was Trump's acting director of immigration and custom enforcement in 2017 and 2018, when the administration enacted the zero tolerance policy that resulted in children being taken from their parents during illegal border crossing. Now, let me tell you something about that. In case you have forgotten about it, you don't give a damn anyway, because there was Mexican children and Latino. Don't you know those children has never been found? The parents never did get their children back. The parents never got their damn children back because of this bullshit man named Tom Homan. He went there and he separated those children from their parents. And to this day, where did they put them children? Did they put those children in some type of trafficking ring? And they knew they was going to put them Mexican children in this trafficking ring and sold them off somewhere, like into slavery. I don't know what people will do. Baby, don't let it happen to your family now. I'm telling you, don't let these people do that to your family. Don't let that happen now, America. Don't let that man do this to us. Don't let that man do that to these here immigrants. Do not let him do that now. That blood is going to be on your hand. It's a lot of reading, you all. You can scroll down through here and you can read about it. Uh, what is this? It's something about 60 minutes here. Let me see. I'm just going to click on play. 60 minutes. Let me see. Can I pull it up? That's not good. That's not good. Okay, I'm going to let it play just for a little while, just in case you didn't hear this on 60 Minutes. You can always go to 60 Minutes, Google it, deportation sanctions. Here's the title of it. I do not have a whole hour to sit before this camera. I'm going to let it play for a short period of time so you get the gist of it. That's what he's going to do. I'll be right back. I'm going to let it play just for a minute. I'm going to. Let me see. It's not really talking about the problem. Well, it's gonna come back up. It's gonna come back up after a while. It's gonna come. I hope you all can see this. I'll be right back. But you can pull 60 minutes up on your own. Deport- Deportation. Let you listen to it for a minute. I'll be back. Yeah. Rage, right? I don't know if you all can see this still. Let's see. Hold on. I hope you can. I'm gonna come back, but I don't see the video on the screen, which means you may not be able to see the video. And I want you to be able to view the video. And maybe it's something I need to do to make sure you can view the video of 60 minutes. Where am I forever advancing yourself, people? You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. I'll return. I don't know what time I'll get back with you all, but I will uh, come back and I will start this video up again. Take care. Later.